So I have said before that when we play match points that we need to be careful not to get into sketchy slams. We don't really want to be the only person in a slam contract, because then either you get 100 or you get a 0. If you get 100, hooray, it will cover up errors later. But if you get a 0, they're hard to make up, and the bigger the game, the harder it is to make them up. So you want to. That said, you want to be in slam where there's a significant minority of tables that are going to be in slam. We want to be in the slams for certain, where we think everybody will be in slam. So some might choose to open this 11-point hand. I think it's better than 11 points, but because most won't, I'll pass. And we get 2 clubs. Now, 2 clubs is a bid that basically says if you've got king or better, we should probably be in game. But obviously I have a lot more than king. And now if he's got 22 points, I have 11. It certainly looks like we should be in slam. And one way you can keep things rolling, in fact force to game, is to simply bid 2 no trump. Now you're saying you have a balanced hand, and that you have 8+ points. This bid right here is something you should strive to do. Okay. This bidding 2 diamonds waiting makes this auction much harder, as you'll see. When I show 8 to 11 points, I get an invitation from my partner, Mr. Robot. Now, obviously, I can accept this, right? That's saying to me, if you're at the top of your range, right? If you've got a good hand, you should go ahead. And of course, I almost opened this thing, right? And if I opened it with my 11 points, we'd certainly be in 6 no trump at all. I think at this point, everybody should be in 6 no trump. And we only had 2 partnerships in 6 no trump out of our 7 tables. This is 6 no trump all day long. And with that mindset, I'm curious to see how close I am to 7. Is there a shot here for me to get an overtrick? So we get a diamond lead. There are 6 diamonds out. This is a low lead, which very easily could be from the king or jack, or it could be a lead to the king jack. Right? So we have an opportunity for a finesse here. Right? But right now we have 1 diamond. We have 5 club tricks for 6. We have the ace king for 8, and we have 3 spades for 11. So we're only missing one extra trick. It makes me think that this is going to be a make-up contract. On these types of hands, sometimes it's fun, right? We have a heart finesse that's possible here. But sometimes it's fun just to play them out and watch what happens, right? So remember, they have 6 diamonds and they led small. It looks like a 4-2 break maybe. 5 from small. But I think what I would do, I always take this heart break, but I would like to put some pressure on. I have some communication with the hearts, and now we can start getting a picture of what's going on. Right? West only had 1 club, puts 3 clubs in East's hand, and he pitches a heart. Right? They have 9 hearts, so. We'll lead over, and there's a spade. So we started with 6 spades. They had 7, right? Now it is though they started with 6. So if they break 3-3 now, we have a spade, right? If after the rest of these, right, if the West and East are breaking 3-3 from this point forward, then we're in good shape. We should probably win this. And we get another spade discard. Getting very helpful, right? So now we have seen, we started with 6. We saw the 7th spade. We see an 8th spade, right? So now we're at the point where there's 5 of them left. Right? We are looking at those 3 spades. If everybody follows, 7 is good. And a heart. Second heart he has pitched. And there's another spade. All right, so now we're pretty confident that we've got this down to where they only have 4 left. So this is not going to be suddenly things start brightening. Is there a 13th trick in spades? And we haven't done anything to really harm ourselves. We can still take a heart finesse. And but I think what I will do now is I'm going to find out what's going on. And they both follow. So with that, we have promoted the 7 of spades to a trick. Now the only question is somebody throw away the king of diamonds for us? Very unlikely to happen. So somebody's holding the king of diamonds and protecting it. If they also happen to have the queen of hearts, they are just don't have any luck. And as it turned out, a king was here. The lead was to the king, and the queen comes down. Now you could call this a squeeze if you wanted to, and maybe it is. To me, it was just like I got a lot of top tricks here, and I'm always got a way to get that 12th trick if necessary. He had the queen and the king, right? So he's trying to protect the king of diamonds, and he's trying to protect the queen of hearts, and he simply ran out of discards. So use those long suits, and some surprising things happen. You got to keep your eyes open, right? You got to know what the possibilities are, right? But and that spade break was a gift if you take advantage of it. This is sort of an interesting hand for our purposes too. East opens, this is board 6. East opens 2 hearts. We have 12 points, but we have a 7 card club suit and this fabulous holding in diamonds. So it's certainly being non-vulnerable. We're not going to just let him slip away with 2 hearts. West will extend the preempt, and this is a wide-ranging bid. This is a bid that says I don't think we can get to game, but I have a basis for pushing them higher, or if we're trying to just steal it at 3 hearts. And because we don't know West's points, it's really difficult to raise this 4 clubs to game. So we end up in 4 clubs. Now, since we think that we had a fairly reasonable auction here, right? And we can see that North only has 8 points. We feel like this is we should be in a part score, and the part score we should be in is clubs. Okay, so there is not anything really more to think about how many tricks to make here. I mean, you want to make as many tricks as possible. That's the idea. And we have one little problem in that we don't have a lot of entries in North's hand. Let's think about what's going on overall. Our partner had 8, we had 12, that's 20, so the pot is split. East has 7 to 9. We don't see any heart honors at this point. Would West be leading a heart honor at this point? I think so, but we can learn more as we go here about this heart suit, and then maybe we can come up with a plan. There's queen. Remember, there's 6, 3, 3, 1. He leads a diamond. We'll take it. We win him with the ace when we're declared, because it leaves the king of diamonds as a mystery. Then we have to decide what to do on clubs. Now, obviously, if East is holding the high heart honors, we're going to play we're going to play West for the ace of clubs. East is opening 1 heart if he has the ace of clubs. For that matter, he's opening 1 heart if he has the king of spades, assuming he has ace, king, queen of hearts. And I'm only starting to think that's true because of West's lead from 3 was not a top one. But so I would play the queen first here. Turns out, right, we're only missing 3. Turns out that East is void in clubs. So 6 hearts and void in clubs. Another heart lead comes, and there's the king. And now we know the ace is in East. There's no way that West is holding on to the ace when his partner has shown 6 and he has 3. So we know that East started at the ace, king, queen of hearts. We know, therefore, that the king of spades is in West. Right? So we rough this one. Maybe cross back and forth here to pull off the last 2 trumps. And we'll start with the queen. This will allow us, right, if he ducks, right, if we play the king there, this will allow us to win with the jack. If we played the 10 first, we couldn't win with the jack. And if he covers this one, right, with the king, then we win the jack. So you got to start with queen on this holding, and then you overtake it with the jack of spades. You win the ace of spades and pitch that losing diamond, right? Now, in match points, it's about how many tricks you win, how many tricks you can win. Oh, I went all white here. I must have gotten light outside. It's about how many tricks you can win. And in fact, in a sense, we're playing clubs. We're not playing 4 clubs or 3 clubs, right? We're playing clubs. There is no game bonus in here. If we don't think anybody's getting a game, then we're right. If we think one pair is getting a game, we just don't care about them. We're not playing against them. They're either going to get a top or a bottom. You get my point. Here we're playing how many tricks can I take, and here we were able to get rid of a diamond loser by placing all the honors in spades and clubs based on this opening bid, right? And now we can go back to the king of diamonds, having pitched a losing diamond, and we can claim making 5. So on board 7, from the scores, I'm gathering that people didn't use a minor transfer here. This is the hand for a minor transfer. We have 4 points. We don't see the game is likely. We're worried about potential shortages in clubs. The idea is that we believe that we will score better in diamonds, in 3 diamonds, than we will score in 1 no trump. This is not always true. So you just need a method to transfer now to diamonds. And some people, on this most simplest basis, will just simply transfer clubs using 2 spades and then correct to 3 diamonds. That leads to some awkward situations. The robot uses 2 no trump to transfer to clubs and uses 3 clubs to transfer to diamonds, which I will do here. And 3 diamonds is where I want to be. I have nothing left to say. The jump has kept them out of the auction. If they happen to have a fit in a major suit or even in clubs, they were never able to get involved, and we are happy with this. Let me jump into the other seat, see what happens. Now the thing about a long diamond suit, right, is that if your partner happens to have the honors, then no trump becomes like, well, we should have been a no trump. But you're safe on this hand by simply doing the right thing here and making a diamond transfer. 3 no trump is a long shot, and in a match points game, do we take long shots on game contracts? No, we don't. Right? And then it's turned out your partner has a speed weakness. Right? Now, if we were in no trump and spades were led, and somebody happened to have 5 of them, we were in trouble. As it turns out, they were 4-4. So they can get their 4 spade tricks, and then we get the ace of clubs, the ace of hearts for 2, and then we get 6 diamonds for 8. So I'm not even sure 3 no trump is makeable here. But it's going to play fabulous in diamonds, right? Because we have 6 diamonds. We have 3 spade losers. We have 2 heart losers. We don't have that. So what's that? 3 spade losers, 2 heart losers, right? Dump, trump, or finesse. We'll rough a spade if we can, right? Which seems likely that we'll have 1 left over. We'll certainly leave a high one here. He had 6, we had 9. Is this going to break 2-2? Yes, so now we could just simply get another one here if we wanted to. Roughing with the ace of diamonds. Takes care of that loser. Don't think there's anything to be made here, but let's duck one for fun. Leaving the king 10 out in that suit. Right, now we get a spade rough. The ace of diamonds. Playing this rather fast. I feel like I might be leaving something on the table. That's mostly wanted to make sure that you understood that this is the type of hand where you really might want to see if the 10 falls. Come on, 10. Nah. So we have another loser there, right?